Chances are at some point you're going to want to change a switch or an outlet in your house. You go to pull your switch out and it will only come out that far. Now this means that the last person cut the wires too short. Well, fear not, my friends, because in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to extend those wires so to reach that switch or outlet. Before we do anything with electricity, we need to make sure we have isolated power to the circuit. So we'll head out and flip off the circuit breaker. And now that the circuit breaker is off, we can go ahead and remove the terminals from the switch we want to replace. Now that we've got our switch off, as you can see, those wires are much too short. They're about 3 inches in length total, and we need them to come out at least 3 inches outside of the box. So first we'll take our lineman's pliers and we're just gonna snip off the hooks. If you try to bend those back, most likely it's going to put a weak spot in the copper and they could break. Now that we've got our hooks cut off, we're going to need to strip back enough wire to fit into the splice connection. So as you can see, sometimes your big splicers won't work. You're going to need to get your smaller splicers in there. Strip off about 3/4 of an inch of insulation off each of the 3 conductors. Now, of course, the first thing you're going to want to do is just make sure you can't pull any more length out. As you can see, it's not coming out any further. Sometimes there's a service loop behind your wall and you can pull those connectors out and add your length that way. So first I've cut off a short piece of Romex and I'm going to use the wires, the 3 conductors inside for my pigtail. So you're simply going to cut the sheathing off. Now you have access to your wires. You can pull those out. And what you're left is your black, your white neutral, and your earth ground. Today I'm going to be using Wago lever clamps. And all these are, it's a mechanical clamp that you open up each side, insert the wires in, and then you can lock them down, and they are reusable. Now Wago and other brands make these in different configuration. This is a 1-to-1. They also have a 1-to-1 on each side, and that basically is a shorter profile, but still connects your 2 wires. And then they have all the way up to a 5 conductor Wago. Now you can lock in 5 different conductors there and it'll tie them all together. Today I'll just be using the 1-on-1 Wago 221. First I need to strip off the ends off my new pigtails. And I'll go ahead and strip the other side just so it's ready for the switch. And then I'm simply going to insert the Wago onto the bare connector. And then through the clear plastic side, you can do a quick inspection, make sure it's seated properly. And now I'll finish up with my neutral and earth ground. And as you can see, my 3 Wago pigtails are ready to connect to the short wires inside the switch gang box. And now that our pigtails are made, we're going to go ahead and just insert them onto the short wire side. Start out with our white neutral. And now that all 3 are connected, let's give them another tug. Those are solid, not going to come apart. They are reusable. You just flip up the lever and you can take them right back off, which makes easy access later on for future repairs. There you have it, folks. The code says it has to extend past the sheathing or the raceway at least 6 inches, and it has to extend from the gang box at least 3. These are extending out quite a bit, almost 9 inches there, so plenty of cable length now. Now that our conductor length has been extended, we can accordion it back carefully into the back of the box. You want to be certain that you don't open up the Wago clamps. And I just like to accordion mine neatly into the back of the box, so you just have a few inches extending from the gang box now. Now since this is a 3-way switch, I need to go ahead and extend on my neutral and my ground over to the next switch box. So I'll go ahead and use my green wire nut for the ground. I've got a side-by-side Wago connector here for the neutral, so I'll pop that in. That extends the neutral on out to the next switch. I can accordion in that as well, get it out of the way. So what I'm left with is my neutral, my hot, and then my two traveler wires that'll hook up to the switch and head on to the other switch. The next step is going to be to bend our J-hooks for the switch. Now that our hooks are installed, we'll go ahead and hook up the switch. First will be the earth ground. Always install your hooks in a clockwise rotation. That way it pulls them tighter and doesn't loosen it. Next, we'll hook up our hot wire. Now this is the hot wire coming from the power source. Goes on to the common terminal there. And we'll go ahead and hook up our traveler wires. Put the red one on the left side. Doesn't really matter which side that it goes on the switch. You just want to keep it consistent switch to switch. And now that all of our connections are made, we'll go ahead and push the switch carefully into the gang box. We'll accordion everything back into there. Go ahead and start it by hand. And once it's started by hand, I like to give it a good look to make sure that the ground wire is not coming in contact with any of the hot or traveler wires. And that all looks good, so we'll go ahead and continue fastening down the switch. And of course, we'll need to flip our breaker back on. Now that we've got our switch wire back in with the correct length to code wiring, let's go ahead and test it out. And there we have it. So the light came back on, our wire's the correct length, and everything works. Now, in addition to the way I just showed you using the Wago connector, there's also wire nuts. You can use inline splicing, push-in connectors, inline crimp-ons. So there are many ways that you can do this, but I find that the neatest way that'll take up the least room is using the Wago connector. What's your preferred way to extend the wiring? Show me in those comments below. Once again, if you found value in this video, please subscribe to our channel here and watch our next video here.